All right. So would you rather have like finger-sized nipples or like nipple-sized fingers?
Oh, bro, that's easy. I'd rather have finger-sized nipples.
So you're an idiot.
Bro, what? Dog, what am I gonna do with those tiny-ass fingers?
Okay, and what am I gonna do with pointy-ass nipples?
Okay, look, I see what you're trying to say. Oh, it'll look weird, I got big, long nipples. But let's think about practicality here. I mean, have fun with grabbing anything for the rest of your life.
Okay, it's weird too. I don't know if you realize, but we have prosthetics. They can make some for me and not bug it out. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, you want to play like that?
Fine. I'll just get surgery and cut them
No,
off.
no,
then.
you cannot do that. It's against the rules.
Oh, okay, but you can have a state-of-the-art prosthetic.
It's different. I'm not cutting my fingers off, aren't I? I'm just hiding them. You can hide your stupid-ass, lanky-ass, dumb-ass, long nipples too.
I don't like you.
And I will kill you. I have a gun.
What are you wearing?
What?
Sorry, wrong call. What I meant to say is, what's your favorite horror movie?
Is that?
I don't know, but it's probably a guy who thinks that finger-sized nipples are better.
Bullshit.
I feel you aren't taking me seriously, Morgan. Maybe I should speak more clearly. Morgan, what is your favorite horror movie? Morgan.
How do you know my name?
Turn to your left, Morgan. No, your left. Your other left. Do you not know your left from right?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
No, I literally told you where I am. Just turn to your left. Look left.
Oh shit! It's the Fortnite guy!
I literally hate you both. You will find a horror movie by the end of the night in the style of a March Madness bracket, or else I will literally kill you. Kill you. To death.
Hey guys, welcome to Horror Movie Madness. Today we have a bracket of 16 horror movies, and we're gonna decide which one is the best.
With the only caveat being, they're only movies we've both seen, and he's seen none.
I've seen, yeah.
So-
No, as a little kid, I was a little baby, and I didn't like to get scared. Halloween wasn't my thing. I was a Christmas kid, because for Christmas, you get presents, and Halloween, you get candy. But I got candy for both, so Halloween was lame, but I like it now. So I'm trying, but I'm speaking for everyone who wasn't a Halloween person. I'm just a normie, okay? And this is the scary movie guy. So
What he's translating is that his opinion does not matter for the rest of this video.
All right, buddy.
So for the first one we have Saw versus Scream.
Those are two classics.
Those
right?
are two classics.
I
like
think,
slasher versus slasher almost. I want to call Saw a slasher, but
yeah,
gore.
I think Saw is cool. I think it's like, I don't know. I think Saw is something that's more referenced.
Yeah.
Like, but Scream is more iconic. The mask. Scream mask.
I think I'm leaning Scream. I'm a fan of the Saw franchise as a whole, but I'm leaning Scream just for the fact that I enjoy that it was a parody almost, and it somehow revived the horror genre because of that.
I like what they did. Oh, what actress was it in the beginning that they kill off?
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Yeah, they had Drew Barrymore and they advertised her as like a star in the movie, and then they killed her.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, just for that, not just for that, but just for that,
Like that's balls. Like that's like
I
balls
think
to do.
that's funny. I think it's got to be Scream.
Scream?
I think it's got
Agreement?
to be Scream.
Wow.
Look at
starting
that,
off on a good
starting
foot.
off
Look
good.
at that. Perfect. Scream
Alright.
is advancing to the next round. I'm so sorry, Saw fans. L plus ratio plus Scream better.
Now his mask is way lamer and kind of goofy looking. Not scary.
Next we have The Conjuring versus Poltergeist. So we got two like haunting kind of movies.
Yeah.
Right.
I have an unpopular opinion.
What's up?
I think I don't like Patrick Wilson.
Dude, that's
I
a
don't,
crazy opinion.
I don't
That's a
like
wild
him.
opinion.
I don't like him. No, I think maybe I'm just like profiling. He looks like a B-list actor. he looks like a bootleg version of. Oh, he looks like bootleg Chris Pratt. I thought it my whole.
Wouldn't Chris Pratt be bootleg? Like, would it be reversed?
No, okay. Chris Pratt's in the Mario movie. What is Patrick Wilson in now? And also, it's dumb because he was in The Conjuring, and then what else was he in? He's in another
The
horror.
Conjuring and The Conjuring.
And Insidious. And I'm like, dude.
He's always here.
Like, yeah, but it's just like,
It's
why?
the same franchise. Like, they're connected, right? Like, it's connected universe, right? Or something like that.
Well, I know. What do you call it? I know it's the same director. And
James
like,
Wan.
yeah, and I'm like, dude, I don't know. He just like anytime I see him in a horror movie, I just don't like him. I don't like him, and so that's taking a lot from The Conjuring.
I don't know, but I think I like The Conjuring more because Poltergeist. I will say I enjoy the fact that it's not in your face horror. Like it's not like boo spooky kind of horror, right? Like it builds, right?
Yeah, I just.
But The Conjuring scared me more. Like The Conjuring as a movie scared me.
I watched the whole series. I like the Conjuring series. I think it's good, but I think Poltergeist is a classic. I think it's a classic, and I think Conjuring will not be a classic.
I think Conjuring is the one we do.
Dude, the grandma from Poltergeist, like the old woman. Who cares? She's the goat.
I think The Conjuring is
Her little voice.
Ryan.
Okay, we gotta go to Ryan for this one.
Poltergeist did a better job.
Let's go.
Second is crazy. Okay, Poltergeist moves to the next round, much to my dismay.
No,
All right, next up we have Cabin in the Woods versus Monster House.
I don't even know if we have to just. Okay, look. Monster House, really fun. I wasn't on like Cartoon Network as a kid. It was on Cartoon Network a lot.
Yeah.
It was on Cartoon Network a lot as a kid. And whenever it came on, I liked it. I thought it was kind of funny.
It didn't age well. It did not age
do you know
well.
the little scene with the basketball? The
Oh
basketball.
my god, it didn't age well.
It's
Or the
so
part,
funny.
the house itself. I will say I enjoy the fact that like it's real goofy, like why the house is haunted. Like that whole scene of like the house being haunted by his dead wife is crazy.
That's funny.
That's absurd.
That's funny to you?
That's insanely funny because the way they killed her, literally, it was like it was a complete
evil.
stereotype.
It's like Evil Up.
Yeah, it was a complete stereotype. But basically, like, I will say, Cabin in the Woods wins this round. Like, that's easy. That's just easy.
Well, because Monster. First of all, yeah, I think that animation style. Like, I think
It aged terribly.
It ages really bad.
When I first watched it, I will say I loved Monster House. I still do because like nostalgia reasons. But that animation was awful. It reminds me of like Hoodwinked, where like.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
that movie
It reminds me of
existed.
Hoodwinked, like,
that movie's.
When I watched it,
love
I watched it again recently, and I was like, "This is just like this is like objectively bad. Like, this is just
What
not
you think
good.
was bad?
Hoodwinked.
No, it's not.
As a
There's
movie,
no
you have to
way.
watch the animation.
Okay,
again.
we're getting
Like, the
sidetracked. We're getting sidetracked. Cabin in the Woods
Cabin in
wins
the Woods
though.
wins.
Cabin in the Woods wins.
Okay, we'll move that one on. What?
It's actually just like a real movie. I feel so. It's like.
Firstly, that was not a fair round.
Oh, this one's
this
hard.
one's crazy. Okay, we have Ghostbusters versus Zombieland.
Ah.
Ghostbusters is such a classic. It makes it so hard.
No, okay, because that one's a classic. Zombieland.
But Zombieland it's such a good movie.
Zombieland's
it's a good film.
I don't even know how good it is, but it means a lot to me.
Uh-huh.
I love it. I think the whole Twinkie bit is funny. I think the Twinkie bit's funny. Whenever I do these kind of things, I like to think about legacy.
Legacy.
And no one's gonna remember Zombieland 2.
No
I didn't
one's
even, no one's gonna
There's a
remember
Zombieland.
Zombieland. There is a Zombieland 2.
There is.
I think it's called Double Tap. I haven't seen it.
Zombieland 2 Double Tap. It sounds like a video game. From, like,
No, but
2005.
Ghostbusters is so much.
It's such a classic. There's so much like popular stuff that just came from that.
Bill
though,
Murray's
like,
so funny too.
you see the car and you just know who you're gonna call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
Ghostbusters.
you're gonna call. No,
But
honestly,
it's hard.
and
That was
and no, and an important thing about that movie is that like the special effects, like they didn't age well. They didn't age well,
Oh, nah.
but it's kind of charming.
Right. Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
charming, like especially the scene in like the hotel where like they get like slimed on, and I forgot what they call that type of the slimer.
Nickelodeon.
No, the Nickelodeon slime. No, but like the special effects, you're like, man, if this came out now, like it would get flamed.
Oh yeah.
But I
like, since
look
it
at
came
it
out,
and you can
it's-
tell it's the 80s. I'm like, it's kind of cute.
I like it.
Okay.
Ghostbusters advances there.
All right,
So
we're done. We're
on
done with the left side.
The next side of the bracket
It's tough. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Look.
versus Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. It's tough for me. I have personal attachment. We were both theater kids.
Don't know me like that. I didn't tell you to out me on camera like that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Look, I didn't know. Look, I'm a proud theater kid. I did it all throughout high school, and Rocky Horror Picture Show was most theater, like weird kind of thing.
So for me, I have the opposite reaction where like my attachment for Nightmare Before Christmas, like yeah, I was a theater kid, but Rocky Horror, like I never really got attached to it. I wasn't like I was a theater kid by name, but I never was like I didn't really care about musicals too much, only because I can't sing, so I was a hater. So Nightmare Before Christmas always had a big connection for me just because stop motion is one of my favorite like mediums for horror.
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
my favorite horror movies ever, like a lot of them are all like happen to be stop motion. Like Leica Studios, like probably one of my favorite film studios right now, just because like I love everything they do. And Nightmare Before Christmas is like definitive, right? Like it's top 3 if you think about stop motion.
Okay. I was gonna say it's not definitive. It's not top. It's
say
not
it's-
definitive. It could be top
It's
3,
top
but
3.
I would.
If you ask somebody, hey, name a stop motion horror movie, that's gonna
Coraline.
get named. It's gonna get named.
Coraline, well, yeah, it will get it. I think Coraline's a better choice for that, for stop motion.
Okay.
And then also underground pick. I think 9. I like 9.
9 is crazy.
I love that movie. I haven't watched it in a long time. Been a few years. I've heard some people say it's not good, but I will kill them. So it's
With
my
my
favorite.
But I think I'm picking Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm picking Rocky Horror. I love Rocky Horror. I can't remember his name on top of my head. Does anyone know the lead actor in Rocky Horror?
Which one?
He's
There
a
was, like,
really famous
multiple-
actor in that
the
time
original
period.
one, or?
Yes, Tim Curry. Yes. He's phenomenal. I love him. I love him in that movie. I think for its time period too, it's so cool.
I think it's a really good movie.
It's really like explorative of like sexuality, and it's super interesting.
I feel like if it went against anything else, it would have advanced. But it's going against Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not advancing for me. We're gonna simply say it's like men.
I don't like you.
I don't like you.
And I think you're wrong. No, we're not doing rock paper.
We're doing rock paper scissors.
So we're not gonna go to him. Okay, no,
We went
no,
to him
we'll do rock,
already.
paper,
We're doing
scissors.
him already. Okay, let's go.
Okay, wait. Best out of 3?
But no.
Just one. Okay,
First
fine.
come, first serve. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, I did. Why did we change? We changed. You know, fine. I'm not gonna play.
Because I knew I would beat you in rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. Oh, you knew you beat me in the luck game. Okay.
Only because I feel like Ryan would pick Rocky Horror.
All right. Whatever.
But the next 2 films we got, we have Hotel Transylvania versus Scooby-Doo.
Do we even have to talk about this?
Specifically, Scooby-Doo in the Cyber Chase.
Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Specifically, that one is.
It's the greatest Scooby-Doo movie of all time.
Boo.
It's so good, dog.
Oh, you're gonna boo me.
Zombie Island.
I've never seen one. I don't care about the one, but this one would play all the time. I think Cartoon Network, right?
Cartoon Network, all the time.
All the time. It'd play all the time. Every time it came on, it was a banger.
I would be seated every time. It didn't matter how long I've seen it. I'd be in my chair.
Dude,
watching,
it's so
ready.
The
every
villain
time.
is so cool, little electricity guy. And also, like, I was obsessed with video games as a kid. Some would argue I still might have a problem. And
Dog.
it was like my dream. I'm like virtual
Right?
worlds, right?
The
It was
scene where they
super
went,
cool.
they went and they saw like their alternate selves. Multiverse of Madness before was even a thing. Scooby-Doo put everybody on game.
Marvel mid
Scooby-Doo.
up winning. Hotel Transylvania. It's
cool.
fun. It's fun when it
Golf
came.
girlfriend. I mean, you
When
can't
it
go
came
wrong
out,
with
I
that.
did have a crush,
Yeah, I had a crush.
and that's okay. But it's just like it just feels like a cash grab. It feels like one of those
Yeah.
movies where it's just like they just like pumped out a kids movie. Like
Yeah, very formulaic.
yeah.
It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I'll watch
Oh,
it.
it
but-
also has bootleg Shaggy.
right?
He's kind of just
bootleg
bootleg
Shaggy, or real Shaggy.
He's
real
kind
Shaggy.
of just bootleg Shaggy.
Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase wins.
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo.
yeah. We really should have just titled it "Real Shaggy versus Bootleg Shaggy."
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Sweet. That whole segment was us just shitting on Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah. Why did we? Yeah, we do not. The moment I saw Hotel Transylvania, I'm like, I don't know what's next. In the next second, though, I'm probably gonna say it's better. Like, yeah.
So our next one
Oh.
is kind of crazy. We have Hereditary versus The Shining. It's like modern day, like I guess the modern day like pinnacle of horror versus like old pinnacle of horror.
That is a really good pairing.
That's a good pairing.
Because I
It's
think
crazy.
both of them they have the psychological aspect. They have the silence.
Yeah.
The silence is really cool.
I think one of my favorite things about movies in general is when movies know how to use the art of silence. Like when they can use silence well, it's like it's peak for anything, and especially horror.
Yeah, and they both kind of play with the aspect of like, is this real? Like, is this actually happening, or is this just in someone's head? Like you kind
Yeah.
of question a little
Hell
bit.
We know it wasn't in somebody's head in Hereditary.
Yeah, well, you're right. Oh God, that's a really big plus. That is one of the most horrifying scenes I've
pole?
ever seen. Yeah, whenever she gets her head,
Yeah.
donk. To be honest, I think
Shining.
spoiler alert for the rest of the bracket. Hereditary is probably one of my front runners. Now that I think about it, that's probably one of my favorite horror movies. I think
I can't go like horror, but you've seen Hereditary. That's wild.
what I will say is that I think an important part of this bracket and the caveat, these need to be best for Halloween viewing as well.
That's for Halloween viewing.
Yeah, like it can't.
Yeah,
but I will still say I think Hereditary is better because I think
Yeah.
it plays in the demon aspect
In
and
the frame of Halloween, I would watch Hereditary over The Shining because Hereditary will scare me. I like The Shining, but Hereditary is like it's such a good movie where I'm not mad at this advances. Oh my
dude, these are
gosh! Why is this side of the bracket just like pain?
okay,
The other
okay.
side was fine. This side is pain.
For this one, we got Coraline versus Beetlejuice.
I'm not gonna front. Coraline is my pick. I don't even gotta think about it too
Like,
much.
can we
Coraline
talk?
is my pick.
Can we talk about
We
it?
can talk about it, but like Coraline is my pick. Like, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay. Like I said, I didn't like horror. Wasn't a horror
Yeah,
kid.
that makes sense.
But Beetlejuice was something for me because it was like it's not scary, but it's really Halloweeny. It's super Halloweeny, and it plays with like the ideas of like death and like it's an 80s movie, right? Yeah, it's an 80s movie.
80s.
Very 80s. I love the 80s. Like as a kid, I always loved 80s stuff, and it had the 80s vibe to it. I loved. I like Beetlejuice as a character. He's kind of funny.
He's a goofy, funny individual.
He's like the 80s dead version of Rick from Rick and Morty. No, but I love Beetlejuice. But I mean, Coraline's Coraline.
My pick is
dude.
Coraline. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So
But-
for my thing is that like with the connection, I have a connection to Beetlejuice because like where his theater kid connection was that the Beetlejuice musical was something that I've always liked.
I've never seen.
Like,
I didn't
it's
even know
really-
it had a musical.
Yeah, it's so good. The music in it is really good.
Maybe I did know that.
But Coraline, like I said before, like my favorite medium for horror is stop motion, and Coraline, we mentioned it earlier, is the pinnacle. Like it's like the best one. Ever.
You're right. You're right.
And also in third grade, I read the Coraline books, so I have a special attachment to that movie.
I think Beetlejuice is really unique in its vibe, and I think there's not many. I'm just very forgetful too, so maybe I'm forgetting. But I don't think there's any other movie on this list that has a similar vibe to Beetlejuice. But I think stop motion is so important for horror, and like I think it's such a cool avenue.
Coraline is just so
I think we have to let the best one pass. Like the best one
'Cause
has
this
to
here,
continue.
'cause I feel like both of these are just like the other one was like they were so evenly tied. You just pick the scariest movie for that one.
Yeah, but
These two were so like you could both have a
There's-
argument for Halloween movies.
yeah.
But I think
I think if
Coraline-
Beetlejuice is going up against a bunch of these other ones, it would move
loses.
on.
It loses.
But
I think Beetlejuice loses against the good majority of these. I think Coraline has a chance against the rest of these.
no, I think Coraline wins. And wow, we were saying the opposite things. I think well, not the opposite. I think Coraline wins against most. I think Beetlejuice also wins against a good amount. But it's.
It really depends on what it goes against.
I agree. I agree though. I agree. Coraline moves on.
We're down to the final 8, the Elite 8.
Yeah, that side was way tougher.
That side was hard.
It was so much because the other side, yeah, I would just look at it and I'm like, yeah, nope, that one. But okay.
So we have Scream versus Poltergeist.
Look, after seeing the other side of the bracket, I don't really
don't
care.
care?
I don't care. I look at this and I feel nothing. I think nothing.
What we talked about with Hereditary earlier, Scream did that for horror back then, what Hereditary does now, where it got stagnant for a little bit and it got formulaic, and Scream was like, okay, let's take this, let's break it down to the core and build it back up, right? And it became like its own thing, where now it was fresh, it was a new breath of life, and it was such a good movie for the time, and even now it still holds up perfectly. Like you were talking about earlier with the Drew Barrymore part, where how much balls for a new franchise to book the biggest actress and kill her off before the credits roll is insane. Not credits, the like opening title rolls is insane. Like that's wild. And for that, like it's such an iconic franchise too. You see the Scream mask or Ghostface or whatever everywhere.
That's cool. I didn't ask. Poltergeist wins. W. TV static, dude. I never looked at it the same. Not one time.
Oh my gosh. The channel isn't on.
I kind of like the whole. I'm just being a contrarian. I think you're right. I think Scream's better. I think Poltergeist.
I think it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
No, I don't know why. I just had an affinity to it. I just like. Yeah, I'm not the horror movie guy, so I just go off vibes alone. And Poltergeist vibes are so good. But Scream, I can see it's a little bit cooler. It's a little bit more interesting.
Also, Shaggy was the killer, so that's just points. If it's not a spoiler, you have not seen Scream by now, it's your fault.
I don't think any of these are. We spoiled Hereditary, a film from 2018, I think.
We spoiled the hell out of Hereditary.
Yeah, but
I'm not putting a spoiler warning either. If you watched the video to this point, So we're good on Scream?
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
I'm
good.
gonna advance it anyways.
Okay.
I control the computer.
Ryan, what would you have chose?
Now you're asking?
Yeah.
What
What would you have chosen?
I would have chosen Scream.
Okay. So I just want to know it doesn't matter. Cabin in the Woods versus Ghostbusters.
All right, so I think I know where you lead on this one.
Well, okay, you're the one who's so adamant about like. Well, okay, I'm not trying to dog on you, but you were talking about like dog on me. I don't like that. No, but you're the one who's so adamant about like.
The culture.
Well, no, about like it being like commentary on horror, and Cabin in the Woods that's like what it's about. It's
Yeah,
like
I love Cabin in the Woods for that reason.
oh, so are you leaning that way?
Yeah, I'm leading Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, well, you're wrong.
That's what I'm saying. I said I know where you're leaning. I know you're leaning.
I'm leaning Ghostbusters.
That's what I said. Captain.
I think Ghostbusters. I'm gonna go, dude. Okay, okay.
Fight the audience. Fight the audience.
Everyone, quiet. This is why it wins. Yeah. Okay. Does yours have a no? Okay. I'm being silly, obviously, right? I have more reasons. I think we already look. We can only pick one. We can
Does
only pick one.
Ghostbusters have inbred redneck zombies? Does Ghostbusters have a ballerina with teeth for a face?
It has Nickelodeon slime and Bill Murray. Okay. No. Okay. No.
When I think of Bill Murray, I think about that one scene from what's it called? From Osmosis Jones, and I can't look at it the same. Like, it's just disgusting.
Oh.
I just can't think about him the same way.
Oh God, I forgot he was
the egg, bro. Like, I can't do it. Like, it's just gross.
Okay, well, first of all, that's outside things. Also, I'm thinking of the future of the bracket, and if we're gonna have a movie, that's supposed to be like sort of like an anti-horror film. I am probably gonna say, well, I guess maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should compare these just for the merit of their own film. But I think Scream does it better than Cabin in the Woods.
I don't think so.
Well, you're wrong.
I think that Cabin in the Woods, as a film in itself, it's similar to Scream in a way that like it's a comedic breakdown of horror, but it didn't advertise itself that way. So when you go to theater, you're expecting to see this real horror movie, and it portrayed itself that way with these big actors. And then as you watch it, it gets deconstructed while you're seeing it. And like the whole thing where it's set up to like appease the gods or whatever, it was just random. But the fact that it's just every trope was diverted, and I love when people can take a trope and just turn it opposite. And they did it so well, where like they were forcing the tropes onto them, where it was like the girl who's supposed to be like, oh, cheerleader, oh, promiscuous, oh, yada, yada, yada. She wasn't like that. So they pump horny juice in the air and make her like that. That's crazy. Like, that's a wild scene. That in the end, Cabin in the Woods, though, think about it, that end scene where they open all the cages and the monsters come out and it's just like War of the Worlds is such like one of the coolest things I've seen in cinema.
I
so
do.
It advances for me.
I have an important counterpoint though, and I'm gonna bring you back to reality, Antho.
All right.
What is the main point of this bracket?
The main point, watch for Halloween.
Halloween.
I would watch Cabin in the Woods over Ghostbusters.
Dude, Ghostbusters is one of the most iconic Halloween movies.
I put on Cabin in the Woods, and I would laugh. I'd enjoy myself.
Okay, you would, but would other people like
Let's
me?
figure out.
Yeah, okay. I choose Ghostbusters. I have a better idea. Ryan, y'all come up here. Y'all do rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, y'all do rock, paper, scissers.
This is like JoJo stand battle.
That's our stand.
JoJo stand battle.
Just one. Right?
Yeah, on one.
Just one.
Rock.
Okay. On
Rock,
shoot.
paper,
Jesus
shoot. What are you
Christ,
doing?
guys. Have some class.
We made this bracket.
Here we go.
Ready?
Made the bracket.
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ryan, my man, let's go.
The tension.
Ghostbusters where? Yeah.
L plus ratio plus Ghostbusters better.
Yeah, plus big marshmallow.
Okay, cool. But now, do you realize what Ghostbusters has to go against? Sorry for ya.
Okay, I don't care that much.
Now it's time for us to cry because we have to go to the other side of the bracket and feel pain.
Dude, I see a problem, but it's a future problem. All right, let's.
We have Nightmare Before Christmas versus Scooby-Doo in the Cyber Chase.
Okay. This is.
This is a tough one.
No, it's not. This is hard. No, it's not. No, it's
so
not.
hard.
No, it's not. One of them is one of like
The
30
best movies of all
Scooby.
time.
No, I'm saying one of them is one of like 30
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo.
that's
Well, I guess it is the best one, in my opinion.
I'm saying like Nightmare Before Christmas is like one of like the best movies, period, and then Scooby-Doo is one of the best Scooby-Doo movies.
No, yeah, this is gonna have to be a quick one. I don't even want to.
Yeah.
It's just there's no. Look,
Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase is such a cultural moment. Like it's so good. I feel like we're the only two people in the world who like it.
no. We're not the only two people in the world who like it, but it is very ingrained.
It's niche. It's super
like a
niche,
core memory for me.
Yeah,
like it's like a
in
core
there.
memory.
Like, I can draw the guy based off like blue electric dude with like his like
Yeah.
sharp ass head, all spiky. Yeah, and like the scene where he's in the arcade machine, like and he's like touching all of them.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It fit the perfect aesthetic.
Anyways,
that I love
Nightmare
this
Before
game.
Christmas is better just because it's definitive Halloween. It's definitive like Halloween and Christmas. Oh, you can watch for 2 seasons. That's crazy. Like who would have thought?
You
So,
would.
yeah, I think we're gonna put
Nightmare Before Christmas. That's easy.
I'm so sorry, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber
No,
Chase.
yeah.
If
Personal
it was
thing.
another bracket, another time, another life,
time.
just not
Yeah,
here.
best. Oh no. Okay,
It's
so we
time for
got.
Hereditary versus Coraline, which could be a final two matchup. This could be a championship
I'm gonna be honest with
matchup.
you. Remembering what the other matches, this should be the final. But you know what? Just like real brackets, sometimes that's how it goes.
it just happens
Sometimes
like
the number 1, number 2 matchup happens too early. You know,
And sometimes hearts have to be broken.
and hearts have to be
where
broken.
I think it's Coraline. I think Coraline's the better movie.
No.
Coraline, for multiple reasons. One, as a Halloween movie, I feel like it's better. As the stop motion, like pinnacle of stop motion, in my opinion, of like just stop motion movies. Period.
I think Hereditary does horror right because I think I just love suspense, right? Like
Yeah,
as y'all can
I
tell,
agree.
my favorite sport is baseball. I love baseball because it's suspense. I think it's a really underrated, hard to produce emotion, and that's a movie that does so well with like I said the first time. I think the whole aspect of like unreliable kind of like narrator. You don't know who like there's so many moments in the movie where I'm like, is this stuff actually happening? Or are they just going crazy? And it has a mixture of like psychological horror, but then in the end, it actually is like this isn't just like psychological, like people going crazy. Like it actually has a demon aspect. And the final scene, oh dude, the theme that they played, the music,
Oh, yeah.
right? Coraline,
The music of Coraline is fantastic.
the
Do
music
not
of Coraline is good.
tread lightly.
It's
Tread very lightly.
It is good, but the way that they do it is very similar to other movies that are like all. I feel like all stop motion horror movies have great soundtracks, and they all kind of sound like that. Like I think that no, I with Hereditary, it's like droning, and it's like it's just unique. It's very unique. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I think Coraline has very good music,
I don't like you.
but to be honest, it wasn't as memorable to me. Like Hereditary is very memorable
opposite for
because
me.
it's not music. Hereditary soundtrack, it just isn't music. Like I would.
I think, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think for me, like as somebody who's a horror fan at least, I see the opposite effect where Coraline is ingrained in my brain, and even like I can watch the movie. I watched it recently. I watched Hereditary recently too. Like I tried to prep myself for like the bracket. But even before that, I could tell you any random scene in Hereditary. I mean, in a Coraline, I can draw it by memory. Hereditary, it gets drowned out for me. Coraline isn't like other stop motion films for me, and I love stop motion.
I think for me, I think the way that you feel about Hereditary is the way you feel about Coraline.
We're like,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's the best of it, but I think it gives me really similar vibes to the other ones. I do think it's I do love the themes in Coraline. I love like the little things about family, and I remember as a kid, like you know, like,
Yeah.
that's a baby. Anyway, but I do like Coraline a lot, but I think Hereditary like blew my mind, and Coraline I was like, oh, I love this. So I gotta go with Hereditary. So we're not gonna change.
Yeah,
we're not gonna change
our minds.
So we need another.
we need a vote. I feel like
Hey, who has seen it a lot? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
okay, yeah.
Okay. It was Hereditary anyway.
We're gonna do
Let's
Hereditary
go.
Okay, cool. We could have.
No, okay.
You're on my side this time.
Yeah. I think Coraline might be a little more Halloweeny, but I think Hereditary is just such a good movie to me. I just don't even care. Okay.
We're down to the final four.
Okay.
I'm so heartbroken. That was my winner. Coraline was my winner. We're down to the final four. It's gonna get tougher from here, but Hereditary probably gonna breeze through at this point. Never mind.
Hey,
Never mind. It's not. So this one, I feel like me and Morgan are gonna disagree for the rest of the bracket, which is fine. But we have Scream versus Ghostbusters.
No, you're wrong.
I'm gonna pick Scream.
I'm also picking Scream.
Really?
Yeah, I'm picking Scream.
Really?
Yeah, I like Scream a lot.
Wow. Okay.
I think it's cool. I like a Scream.
I like.
Scream. Yeah, I Scream. I think Ghostbusters. I think the nostalgia aspect has worn out. You know, like through the bracket. I'm like, it can only take it so far. I pick Scream. Also.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, I don't really need to
that.
deliberate that much because these other two movies that it's going against,
Are gonna win probably.
There's no way. So it just doesn't even matter.
All right. We have Nightmare Before Christmas versus Hereditary.
Yeah,
I'm just. You know how I think you know how I feel. Where I'm. Nightmare Before
Hereditary. Yeah,
I feel like though with this one, I don't have as much of a connection to Nightmare Before Christmas as I do to Coraline.
Yeah. So yeah,
Hereditary winning here would not make me as mad, but I do think I'm still picking Nightmare Before Christmas. It's still my pick.
Die. I mean, just being a dude.
It's literally about Halloween. He's the Pumpkin King. He's a
Jack Skellington.
He's a skeleton.
Oh, dude. Okay. I actually didn't think about that. Right. I do need to think.
best Halloween movie. Like we're sitting down right now. We're
But the
gathering
thing is,
everybody to watch Halloween.
though, is that if I chose Hereditary over Coraline, I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
you suck for that. You're wrong. You're incorrect.
I have to choose Hereditary over Night Before Christmas. I just think. No.
Nah, Coraline getting her revenge here. It's Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm so sorry about that.
You know, okay.
We can.
No, this one, we rock paper scissors, but this one's best out of 3.
Yeah. Okay, this is a big one.
Rock paper scissors shoot. Sorry. Rock paper scissors shoot. No! This bracket sucks.
I am undefeated against Morgan. Why did I not do it for the other ones? I would have won every time.
Oh my.
Nightmare Before Christmas sweep. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
Now that we're here though, I might actually pick Scream before.
No, shut up.
To be fair though, like we have a Halloween bracket without the movie Halloween on it. Well,
I've never seen it. Don't care.
So we're down to the final 2. Finally. Scream versus Nightmare Before Christmas, which I feel like is wrong. We went wrong somewhere along the way, I feel like, because this should not have happened.
Maybe, but Night Before Christmas is
for you.
Dude,
Yeah.
you worked me so hard to get it.
Yeah.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I think my thing, I'm trying to keep it open. Like I'm just trying to think. Right
True. We got it. Okay.
I think it's different.
What?
levels,
Okay,
though,
pros and
because-
cons.
Nightmare Before Christmas, like it's Halloween.
Also, once again, the animation aspect. I think animation and horror is really cool.
And it holds up. Like it holds up. Really
It's a really cool, interesting concept. I think it's great. And then Scream, like I do think Scream is more iconic.
Yeah.
I think Scream's definitely.
I would say they're like probably tied in iconography. But I feel like it's different levels of people you see though.
I don't know.
I feel like Scream, you see the mask a lot.
Dude,
that's
what
pretty
I'm
much
saying.
it.
I'm saying.
Nightmare Before Christmas, like I feel like everybody at one point was rocking. Like you would know somebody with a Jack Skellington onesie. Like every Halloween, I feel like the most popular killer costume. It's not Freddy, it's not Jason, it's not Michael Myers, it's Ghostface, which is wild. You see that mask and the little bloody knife thing, which is
Yeah.
cool.
No, yeah, I've been that for Halloween.
You have?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And with the
The blood knife, where you squeeze it or whatever.
They're so funny. No, I had the one where it's like translucent
Oh, okay.
and the blood moves, and I'm like, did they think this would look like blood? Like, why is it moving around? Like, I don't know. But I think we can stop stalling now. I think Night Before Christmas. Night Before Christmas.
I feel like it's a good one. Like I like Scream, but Night Before
Scream
Christmas
is good. Scream is
Is
good.
the heavyweight champ of the world.
Okay. All right. Well,
Night Before Christmas is the winner.
it seems like we're
We
done
now know
here.
if you are watching a Halloween movie with your family, your spouse, your long lost brother, your long lost sister, your father, your dog. You put on Nightmare Before Christmas and you're gonna have a good time. We know.
Look, this has the Coog Cinema Review
Stamp of approval.
So look, everyone for Halloween who's watching this, watch Nightmare Before Christmas. You won't be disappointed.
You will not. And if you disagree with us, tell us where we went wrong in the comments. Tell us what you would have done instead.
Yeah.
Let us know. Call me stupid. Call Morgan stupid. Tell him Coraline should have won. I would appreciate it.
Yeah, everyone, make sure to say if you think Hereditary should have won, because I think it should have. But I'm not gonna be salty. Rock, paper, scissors. Everyone knows that is the law of the land.
It's the law of the land, yeah.
So
we don't do draws anymore. We are a proper country. We settle our disputes with rock, paper, scissors.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm Morgan,
I'm Antho.
and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Call him.
Hello.
Hey, we decided, okay? We did what you said. We
Yes.
made the bracket. We finished the bracket.
Okay.
We have declared Nightmare Before Christmas as the definitive Halloween movie.
Good answer.
Oh, well, that's wrong. That's a bad pick.
What do you mean that's not good enough?
It's just not good. It's just not
Okay,
good.
I don't care if you like it. That's not what you asked. You didn't say
I don't
for
care.
us to pick your favorite
No,
movie. You told us to
just
pick our favorite movie.
no.
So
Do the bracket again. Do it again.
no, look, we did what you asked, okay? So
it
we're not
again.
gonna do it again.
I will just kill you anyways. I will just kill you. I think I'm just kill you right now. I'm on my way right now, actually. You're gonna die.
No.
Oh my goodness, now look at this right here. This is cinema. This is peak. Am I right, guys? Give me 5, Morgan. I'm
Yes.